Welcome back to the Bullfrogs pregame, joined now by Bullfrogs manager Jordan Bishel. And Coach, let's start with the field conditions out here tonight at the Joe. A lot of rain last night, and I know when I got to the park this morning, a lot of standing water, and I believe somewhere around 8,000 gallons of water pulled off the field today.
Yeah, obviously we had a pretty big group of people out here this morning to get the tarp off, and there was water everywhere. I mean, the thing was underwater, and it's still a little messy out there. It's a little soft, but hopefully improving rapidly. The weather, you're going to have great drying weather, and hopefully by the time, whatever time game time rolls around, it's safe for both teams. It'll be a little squishy, but I think the biggest problems are a long way from home plate, which is good.
Sticking with weather, last night we were supposed to play in Wisconsin Rapids, and rain, lightning, thunder, tornadoed out everything last night down in Wisconsin Rapids. Some pretty crazy weather down there.
Yeah, sitting out in that was a little, for a while it was pretty interesting. I think it got a little bit scary with all that wind and rain and lightning and tornado warnings, but unfortunately we couldn't get the games in. We've been struggling to get games in with Rapids here for whatever reason, but hopefully we can get 2 in tonight and start playing some baseball again.
We've only played Rapids 4 times this year. We're 2-2 against them. We've been outscored 11-10, and Rapids one of the teams in the league with one of the worst records. Not that they necessarily play that bad, but they've just been on the short side of a lot of close ball games.
Yeah, I mean, like we've talked about, anybody can beat anybody in this league, and you know, if you have an 8-team division, somebody's going to be first place, somebody's going to be last, and they've had the short end of the stick. Talking to their coach, they're getting more and more competitive and having a lot of close losses, and obviously they've played us pretty evenly. So they have enough talent to win games against anybody, and that includes us, obviously. So we got to go out and play good baseball to get wins.
Taking a look back at Tuesday night's game against Waterloo. Early on, Waterloo jumping out in the first inning, couple of runs, Ryan Rieger a double. And then bottom of the first, we were able to get some help from Mitch Mormon, the starter for the Bucks. He walked the last 5 guys he faced. We ended up getting a 4-2 lead coming out of the first. What did you think about that first inning?
Yeah, obviously they didn't throw a ton of strikes there, but we did a nice job of staying disciplined, taking what they gave us, not trying to do too much, which led to 4 runs. I think on only 1 hit there. You know, we had 1 ball hit hard up the middle that got taken away. A bounce off the mound, kept it in the infield. But did a good job of getting 4 runs and getting the lead right back. And anytime you can get 4, you're not going to apologize for it, even if they did struggle a little with their pitching.
After the first inning, for a while there, it was kind of Waterloo just chipping away. They ended up taking a 6-4 lead on us into the 7th inning. And then after that, when Tom Berry led off the 7th, it kind of became the Tom Berry show after that. Led off the inning, was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, had a big double off the Pepsi sign out and left, just missing a home run, and then in the 8th inning, a 2-run homer, absolutely no doubt about it, crushed over the left field scoreboard.
Yeah, Tom struggled early in that game, missed a chance to drive in some runs and couldn't get the ball in play, and was able to shake out of it there and get 2 huge hits. You know, basically won the game with that home run that he squared up in the bottom of the 8th. And anytime you can get a come from behind win late in this league, that's tough to do. That's a big win.
With the rain out yesterday, what's the pitching situation going to look like tonight?
That's a great question. Owen Jones will start game 1, and as of now, it's a little bit TBA up until then. We have 5 games in 4 days here and then a 3-day break, so we can use anybody and everybody over the next 4 days to get through it and get as many wins as possible. So going to be a little touch and go. It might be a combination of some relievers, or Mike Thomas is ready to start, Chris Edwards is ready to start. So I haven't quite decided yet who's going to go in that game. We'll probably see how game 1 plays out before we make that decision.
Looking again at how the water is affecting the field, out in the outfield, some spots really squishy still. And how's that going to affect play out there, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it may slow down the outfielders a little bit, obviously. A ball hit towards the gaps is going to check up, and you might not hit as many doubles, but outfielders may not cover as much ground. And that's going to be the same for both teams. As the night goes on, it'll firm up. Great drying weather, and hopefully it doesn't affect the game very much at all. That would be the goal.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Rob.